Morning started off a little bit slow, but oh man, hang on, did it cut out already? Problems? No, we're good. All right. So everything started off a little slow, picked up towards noon, kind of your usual winter bite. It was really interesting to see. First off, this Kansas City South Event 1 presented by Two Yang Properties, Santee Cooper. We want to thank Two for heading up this event. Thank him for sponsoring it, and thanks to Destination Clarendon County for having us. Jesse Surratt, as always, has us here, puts on a great venue. Yes, go ahead. Round of applause. Always got to talk up the sponsors, man. It was really nice of them to have us down here again, especially after last year. Last year was just, I mean, so easy to set up and everything like that. And again, always here with all the help. So we always appreciate Jesse for what he does. If you ever need any kind of realtor, Two Yang's your guy. Anytime you need something to do down here, definitely hit up Jesse. Today we had 60 anglers, really good turnout for the first South event of the year. We had, let's see, 15 limits. We had 18 skunks. What really got me is this next stat. We had 14 fish today over 20 inches and 4 fish over 22 inches. So there was a lot of really big fish caught. I know I got here, Vinny took over for a little while judging wise, and when I got here I texted him like, hey, I'm at the venue, and he was like, bro, I've done nothing but judge giant fish. And I was like, man, what better place to just do that for you than Jurassic Park itself. So that was a really good stat to have, that 14 fish over 20 and 4 over 22, just kind of crazy. So outside of that, we had a big turnout at weigh-in. We've got, I want to say 20, 25 people here, which is the biggest weigh-in I've ever done. So I'm really nervous right now. Y'all just take it easy on me. Take it easy on me. Nobody yell at me. I'll freak out. I might cry. But no. All right, so we'll get into it. We'll start with small bass. Trimmed out solution small bass at 13.5 inches, going home with $135. Mr. Chad, already running up here, Mr. Chad Walden. Sir, appreciate it. Jesse's going to take our picture.
I would like to thank Will.
I would like to thank Will.
I'd like to thank Will.
Okay.
Will gets back to the ramp and says, I don't think nobody submitted a small bass fish. I wonder if mine's big enough. I said, how big's yours? He said, 14 or something. I said, oh, I got you.
I got you beat. We're sending it. Well, that was honestly, that is, hang on. It's the biggest small bass that I've ever seen win. So out of my, 3 years now judging tournaments, it's the biggest small bass I've ever seen take the prize. So as always, congratulations,
yes,
sir. Appreciate you coming out as
buddy.
always.
Yes, sir.
Benny will get with you. All right, so there's your small bass. Big Bass brand Big Bass today. Out of your 4 over 22 was a 22 3/4. Taking home $100. I don't think he's here. Maybe is Mr. Sheritow Thou. Takes home 2 thou. Okay, sorry, but takes home $100 for a 22 3/4 inch fish. So I'll be getting with him on the plaque and everything like that. So. Getting into the caching spots, I know this leaderboard looked very different when I left to come here. Everything has changed. I'm really excited for this because the people that I thought were on top are totally have moved around and switched and back and forth. It was seemed to be a very big battle going for these top 7 spots that I'm going to read out. 5 of them get plaques, so the first 2 will not. But the first 2, I still want you to come up here if you're here and get your handshake and get your shine. So. 7th place, taking home $100 with 71 3/4, Mr. Jim Janizak.
$20.
Chad, you took my mic.
Oh, I got the mic.
Yeah, Chad took my
Have
mic.
y'all been hearing me talk?
Yeah, I know. Well, it still has something to say. So, but here's what I'm saying. It is shocking to me that even though 71 3/4 would generally cash a really good check, I mean, it just goes to show what kind of day it was. So what kind of day was it for you?
No, it was great. So kind of got lucky at the first spot. The 220s I caught in the morning. Never fished there before. There's some people I was fishing around, wanted to give them some room. And then I went about 5 hours without a bite, and it was terrible.
Oh, my gosh.
So I caught one at the end. I was just throwing a spinnerbait in mud all day. and refused to put on a finesse lure. So that's my
That's the
fault.
way to
Learned
do it.
that.
That's the man's
And,
way to fish.
Yeah,
so.
covered probably like 15 miles, man. So
That's
it
good,
was
man.
fun.
Well, congratulations.
Well, I
Taking
appreciate
home
it.
some money for the day. Take that back.
Yep. All right.
We'll
Thanks
see you
for
next
the time.
time. All right. Sixth place, taking home $140 with 72 inches, is going to be Mr. Mike Self. What's up? You are here. Stick that on you. Tell us about your day. How did it start? How did it end? The whole nine?
It was a struggle. I went the first 7 hours of the tournament with not a bite. I changed ramps after 3 hours and actually went up to Marion. I was on Moultrie this morning. And 7 hours of mentally grinding, trying everything I could. And finally, around 1:30, 1:45, I found 4 fish in 45 minutes. They were all 19 1/4 to 15 3/4, all within a 30, 45-minute span. I was grinding so hard to try to upgrade that 15 3/4. It just didn't happen. But I was pumped to pull out 4 fish with 45 minutes to
And
go.
you cashing a check, too.
I cashed a
what
check.
can go wrong? What can go
Yeah.
wrong? Well, man, again, congratulations.
Yeah,
We
thanks,
always
Glenn.
love seeing
Thanks
you
for
out
everything.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'll take your mic back. I'll forget to ask for it, obviously. Thank you. Let's see. All right. All right. So we're going to move into fifth place. Fifth place, taking home $211. I got a message from this man, said he was not going to make it because he was still 3 miles from the ramp as of about 15 minutes ago. He is your event sponsor, taking home, again, $211 with 72 1/4, Mr. Tu Yang. Y'all give him a round of applause. Show him some love. Always appreciate everything he does for Queen City, especially, and seeing him take home a check is awesome, especially in his own event, which I'm pretty sure he did it last year, too, so I'm going to have to look into some kind of collusion here, but we'll figure that out. So we'll move into fourth because I know fourth place is sitting in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and grab this because we're starting to get into actual awards here. All right, so fourth place, talking to him after the event so far, I know that everything happened for him in about 45 minutes, 74 1/4, taking home $316. Always a Santee hammer, Mr. Jason Broach. Give you that. Give you that. Stick that on you. Man, as always, it's a pleasure to see you at our event.
Yeah.
How did today go?
It started off slow. First spot didn't pan out, the cold, muddy water. So I told myself if I didn't have 3 fish by 10 o'clock, I was going home. But on the way home without a fish, I'm like, I'm going to go, the usual good spot and just see what happens. And there were already people there at a couple of the docks. I'm like, well, we're going to check out this one dock. And no fish under the dock. They were all out in front of it. Jerk bait, 45 minutes, probably caught 8, 9 keepers, anywhere from 16 to 20 and whatever. So it was a fun bite. And I could still see the fish, up until 2:45. They just stopped eating and they occasionally tap the rattle trap, but they wouldn't.
That's frustrating. I assume forward facing. Yeah, it's got to be frustrating, man. That's what got me with forward facing sonar. Is it wasn't the amount of fish that I was catching; it was the amount that I wasn't, and that drove me nuts. But man, great job today, taking home another good check from Queen City. Anybody that gets the plaque, we got to get pictures. So let's get this picture in. Great job out there today, man. All right, so that was your fourth place finisher. We'll move into third here. Third place is going to take home $528. Ended up with 76 3/4 inches. He led the tournament for a long time today, was not in a similar area to a lot of people that I judged today, and it seemed to have paid off. Mr. Jacob Stafford taking home $528. There's that. Third place plaque. Man, great job today.
Thank you.
How'd it go?
Appreciate it. I caught
A
fish
little
from
bit this way.
I caught fish from start to finish.
Yeah.
It was just couldn't find that upgrade. I had a 4-pounder jump off at one lake on the main lake. It was kind of rough in the wind, but other than that, it was a good day.
Still taking home a good chunk of change for your efforts, man. Congratulations
appreciate
again,
it.
as always.
Thank you.
Let's get you a good picture here. Good job out there today, man. All right. Second place is going to take home $880. Both of our first and second place limits were within about an inch and a half of each other, but both getting close to that 80 mark, which, I mean, it's Santee, but an 80-inch limit's an 80-inch limit. Didn't quite get there today, but second place was 77 and a quarter, $880, Mr. Austin Bang. And we'll be sure to get that award to him. No, yeah, I know. First place and your winner, taking home the Hunt Brothers Pizza Elite and the win for the Two Yang Properties First Southern Division this year. 78 and 3/4, $1,875. Mr. Tang View is going to take home this one. I know he's also not going to be at weigh-in today, but y'all give it up for him. What a day. I mean, 78 and 3/4 is a limit right there. So he'll be getting his laser engraved plaque for the Elite Side Pot. He'll be getting his first place laser engraved plaque. And like I said, that Hunt Brothers Pizza Elite win is always really big. It's always, the side pot's a really fun thing to get into because, you know, you don't have to win it to take it, even though he did this time. You know, I've seen 5th and 6th place take this home, so it's a good chunk of change for just going out there and fishing. So next time, if y'all didn't get into this time, it's something to look into. But Queen City, as always, I appreciate y'all coming out. I appreciate each and every one of you coming out to weigh in and fishing today. I cannot wait till next season or next event. This season is really freaking good already. Like, once everybody walked in, I was like, all right. So I went from 10 people being my biggest to 25. So we're stepping up. I appreciate everyone who does make the effort to come out to weigh in and hope more of you do in the future. Thanks again.